So it's almost Halloween, which means that Bamboo Labs and Thingiverse are absolutely full of really damn good Halloween 3D prints. So of course I found all of the best ones and I'm going to be sharing them with you. So to start off with, we have this pumpkin stack that I made from two separate pumpkins. This was the original size, which is designed to fit a tea light in, a little flickering tea light, which is actually really cool in itself. So if you want that, this prints a lot quicker. But of course I had to scale the whole thing up and then make a pumpkin stack. Now you see pumpkin stacks in the shop and stuff, and it's just orange pumpkins in a nice little triangle code and shape sort of thing. And I mean, I wanted to step this up a little bit further because not only is it a pumpkin stack, but at the flick of a switch, it also has lighting inside too. I've got blue lighting in the bottom, you can't really see here, so you'll have B-roll, of course, and green lighting in the top. But this was actually super easy to do. The print took a decent amount of time, so if you are wanting to do this, you have to commit to a fair amount of time for printing the large pumpkin. But it looks so good, and in the dark, man, this thing glows like crazy. It's so nice. But either way, I absolutely love this, and this is going to be a nice little addition. As for the wiring, it's super easy. There's literally just a little battery button switch here, which won't last overly long, but for Halloween night, like it'll be okay, or you can just change the batteries really quick if you need to. You could probably be better off using AA's and like a 4-pack of AA's or something. And then on the inside, there's literally just a little bit of wiring and soldering job that I did with LED strips that go around the outside. Then I took a drill to the top of this and added another wire to go inside here, and then just soldered it up so that we have blue lights in the bottom and green lights in the top. I love this thing. I think it looks great, and for the amount of time that it took to actually print, bro, I can't carve pumpkins to save my life, but I guess now we have another way of making some actually good pumpkins from me. My kids will be doing the pumpkin carving this year. This is my contribution.
Okay, this next print is going to take us outside, which is why we have a different mic, so I apologize if the quality's not as good. It should be okay though. This print's insanely quick, and I promise you it is my favorite print of the entire thing. So let's go and let me show you why. Okay, so I know it's dark, but it has to be for this. We need the flashlight, so let's take a look and I'll show you how it works. So basically what you're gonna do is this would normally stick into the ground, right, into the grass, and then you'd put a flashlight just behind it. So a cheap flashlight that you're not worried about losing or getting broken, right? And then while it's on, you can project this whole shadow onto the wall here. This would look so freaking good, man, on Halloween. And obviously this is on like a regular wall here. On actual Halloween, I'll have it set up properly. But this is like such a simple thing, and it's the simple things that look so damn good. And it's literally just your flashlight on this.
I swear it's the simplest things that always impress me the most. It's literally just an image turned into an STL file, shine a light on it, and boom. Such a cool decoration. Honestly, this is what makes 3D printing so cool. But also, you could quite easily get a sensor and a light that turns on with that sensor and like a sound effect to scare people on Halloween. That is such a cool idea. If I can, I will do this and I'll post it as like a separate video somewhere, like a YouTube short or something. You could make as many different styles of these as you want. Let me know in the comments what you would make. Moving on, we have even more cool lighting. This is an evil tree, which I printed in wood PLA and looks incredible. And again, just with another one of these button battery packs and some LED strips, it now lights up and looks absolutely evil. Now, it has a bottom that you can screw in here to hold the battery in once it's actually on. There's such a nice glow, and it didn't take that long to print compared to like the pumpkin because of the fact that it's like mostly hollow, right? But with wood PLA, this thing looks so good. And I must admit, being someone who used to play a ton of RuneScape, this thing seems to hold a little bit of nostalgia for me because Evil Trees, RuneScape, if you know, you know. This thing's brilliant. I absolutely love it. It looks insanely good in the dark, as you can see. There's not really much more to talk about with it though, so let's move on. Okay, regular quick interruption. First of all, thank you so much to all of you guys who have made this happen. I can't believe it. I appreciate it a ton. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a ton. The bigger it grows, the better the content we'll get to. Finally, real quick, we just got channel memberships too. So if you want to support the channel that little bit extra, I'll be making membership only content, which will be things like how to quickly make these really fast in like a 1-minute video. And then also like bloopers of me messing up, which happens a lot, but I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Back to the video. So moving on, I made myself a new friend. Well, actually 2 new friends. These are 3D printed crows, because what's Halloween without crows sitting around all over your garden or wherever you want to put them. Now, these printed really slowly, I'll be honest, but they're super easy to do, and it's all just black PLA. I painted the eyes on red because I think it makes it look way better. And I also add a little bit of blood to this one on its beak and on its chest here as well. The detail on these and the actual design of them is perfect. I love it. Yes, they take a long time to print. They do use a fair amount of PLA, but I still want to do another 2, maybe even 3 more of these, line them all up down the railing on my actual garden that people will have to walk down to do trick-or-treating. And I'm going to add an MP3 file that I can press a button and it'll like trigger the sound effect of these like cawing or whatever crows do. Crowing? Is it actually crowing? I don't know. Either way, I'm going to have a sound effect for these. They'll be super scary. They'll be brilliant. I love it. So next up, we're going to be turning this and this here stick into my Halloween costume for this year. And there it is. This is completely finished now, and building this thing was super easy. It is designed so damn well, but basically you have all these pieces here that slot in together really, really easy on the top, and then you've got the skull to cover up the connections along the stick. Now, I had this stick, I made this stick. I found this stick ages ago when I was like out walking with the family, and I like peeled the bark off and wood stained it and stuff as like a walking stick. And it's now come in use. I've added a leather strap to here, well, fake leather strap to here as a handle where you would grip it. And then there's a bit of decoration up here, which was on the actual original design, so I thought I would add it as well. The skull printed out beautifully and sits on the end there. And it all just sits on the top of the stick, nice and easy. Now, I'm surprised this stick works perfectly, but look at this. The whole thing is so good. Now, if I pair this with some black hooded robes or something, this would be absolutely beautiful. The only thing is, I'm not sure if I can actually take this out trick-or-treating when I go with my kids, because, I mean, would this technically, like, be classed as a weapon in the UK? I don't know. It could. It's not, like, it's plastic. It would break if you hit anything, but the stick and the heavy thing on the end, I don't know. I'll have to look into that one. I absolutely love it. And being able to 3D print your actual costume is insane, which actually takes us on to our next one. Masks are another really awesome thing that you can make super easy with 3D printing for Halloween as well. This one is one I actually made last year for RuneScape and was selling these on Etsy as well. These did really well, and I mean, look at it. It's freaking awesome. There's just a strap in the back here that goes through some holes, and this is just designed based off of that. The horns print separately, this prints all on its own, and then this all just glues on nicely. Super easy to make, really, really fast. I'm sure you could make really awesome masks as well using the same sort of idea. But this wasn't just an actual mask, because I knew that people wouldn't want to just buy it just for Halloween. It also came with a wall mount that you can pop in the back here and wrap LEDs around and then hang it on your wall once you're done with Halloween, so that you can still get some use out of it.
But either way, being able to make your mask is pretty damn awesome.
And if you do want one of these to put on your wall or to use as your mask, they'll be linked in the description too. We have this guy right here. This is a candy bowl. You're gonna need a candy bowl on Halloween, right? Now, it's not the biggest one in the world, but it is so good. Look at this with the painted eyes and everything. And it's perfect, to be fair, because what you can do is you can have like a bigger bowl next to it on the side, fill this up, and then when kids do come to the door, you can, you know, give this to them. Or if you can leave it by the door and fill it up down, then people can just take what they want out of it, right? Or however you like to do it. But this spider is brilliant. The only problem I had was this. The amount of supports underneath was really hard to get off, but I have a feeling that was because of my PLA. I think my PLA maybe got wet or something and it needed drying out. I don't know, but it's fine. Either way, it looks great. I painted the eyes red myself. It didn't take long, just a few coats of like acrylic paint on there to make it look a little bit different. But this thing's awesome. Getting candy out on this on Halloween is definitely something people will be impressed by. So as always, everything will be linked in the description for you guys to find. And if you want to see the final result once everything's set up, I'll be posting a video for channel members too. Thank you for all the support, guys. Catch you later.